Kontomire stew is very easy to make, and it is easier if you have a good ratio of cocoyam leaves to stew base. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to make kontomire stew, which gives you that perfect ratio. So to start, we're going to put some amount of oil into a saucepan that is on fire. To this, we're going to slice one small size red onion. You can use any other onion if you don't have. The onion slices should be in between thick and thin. Crush 5 scotch bonnet peppers into the oil. You can use the red kind or you can use any other hot pepper. Let us fry in the oil for some time to flavor the oil and fry till the onions become somewhat translucent and wrinkled. At this point, add 200 grams of tomato paste. Squeeze everything out of the container into the oil. Stir till everything becomes emulsified and you don't see any bits of tomato paste clumping together. They should separate from each other. When your tomato paste is no longer clumping up together, you can cook it for some more before you add the fresh tomatoes, but just make sure the tomato paste doesn't burn. So at this point, we add blended up tomatoes. I blended up 6 medium-sized tomatoes. I added just a little bit of water to help my blender blend it. So after adding the tomatoes, you're going to cover the saucepan, lower the flame, and allow it to cook till the sauce thickens up a little. So after some few minutes, we take the lid off and you realize that your stew, has thickened up quite a little. So you can go back to the previous footage and compare the difference. You realize that the stew has thickened up a little at this point. This consistency is fine. You don't need to cook your tomatoes any further. At this point, add 2 medium-sized mackerel, or what we mostly call salmon in Ghana. Take the heads out, take the bones out, then we add it to the stew base. If you want them bigger, fine. If you want them smaller, you break them into the sizes you want, add them to the stew, then add your blended up spices. Now, the spices as well as the measurements will be listed in the description box, but what is contained in this blend up mix is green habanero pepper, ginger, garlic. Don't worry, I would list the ingredients as well as the measurements in the description box. So after adding that, you're going to stir it. Then we add our blended up onions to stir this as well, so everything is well combined basically. So to blend the spices, I added some amount of water to help my blender blend them. But if you have a spice grinder or if you have a powerful food processor, you can blend it without adding water to this. So after the ingredients or the spice has gone into the stew base, stir it till everything is uniform. And at this point, sliced up cocoyam leaves goes into the stew base. Now, yes, I slice the cocoyam leaves up, but after slicing them, I soak them in water. I immerse them, let me use that word. I immerse them in water and place them in my fridge overnight because I couldn't make the stew that day. I made the stew the following day. So you can soak your sliced up cocoyam leaves for about an hour. Then when it's time to use it in your meal, you just drain the water. Now the reason why we do this is some people tend to have an itchy throat or mouth when they don't prepare the cocoyam leaves this way. I think it's the anti-nutrient in the leaves that makes their bodies react that way to the food. Some people can eat this stew without having to soak the leaves, but to prevent any surprise reaction, it is better to soak your leaves for about an hour or for some time. So just slice up your leaves, soak them, then prep your other vegetables. Don't worry. Slice them, soak them, let them soak, and prep your other vegetables. Now, after your leaves have gone into the stew, you'll want to gently tap them till everything is well incorporated. Now, you want to do this gently because the cocoyam leaves would offer some sort of resistance, so it wouldn't mix easily. So you tap them gently till they mix well with the stew base. When that happens, you go in with 5 cracked eggs. When you put the eggs into the stew, don't stir, just cover it, lower the flame, and let it cook for about 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, you take the lid off, then you stir the stew. Your eggs should be almost well cooked at this point, because yes, your eggs should be almost well cooked at this point. So stir the stew and allow it to cook some more. If your eggs are not fully cooked, add one 1 tablespoon, or that is 3 teaspoons of coarse sea salt. Please, not fine sea salt. Not fine, no. Take note, coarse sea salt. If you're using fine sea salt, you would have to reduce the amount of salt, or else the stew will be very salty. So I use 1 tablespoon of coarse sea salt. Stirred everything together. Tested if tasted if it was okay. Then I added some more palm oil to the stew. When I enjoy this with wachi, you can enjoy it with rice, yams, etc. If you made it this far, thank you so much, and please feel free to check out the description box for the measurement of the ingredients, so you can get a recipe to try this out anytime you want to. Thank you.